So the first one there, let me just actually roll through these first, then I'm going to show you actually where exactly you can find these. The Early Learning Ela Skb Ratings Report. So this report shows the teachers at all of their entered scores for each of the SKB student ratings. So that's a total of 72 there. It's going to show you scores, any scores entered by the teacher. This report is available going to be both during and after the window. The next report is the ELA Learning Progression Report for Emis. Now this report is going to show the final learning progression ratings for those 10 learning progressions. So in this report is what you are going to use for Emis and or EAS. And that report is only available after the window closes. And then the last one I'm going to show you is the data downloads. And this report shows all data that's loaded under that current data collection. And so this is kind of, for data managers, it's more helpful to confirm what data has been loaded into the K-Ready system for you. So, or by you or any of your other data managers, whether it's manual or through the bulk loader. And that report is, again, available for both during and after the window. So we're going to dive right in. And as you can see, we're on the reports on the left-hand side, and we're going to go through and first select, we're going to do the Ela Skb Ratings Report. Again, this is something that you can use as a data manager to check both during and after. So if there's any missing scores, you want to communicate that with your teachers, stating, you know, hey, I need scores entered for this student on this specific SKB. So we're first going to select the data collection token. We're going to use the fall. And here you're going to see the filter by POA, which is checked. So I want to give you a little info here real quick for the filter by point of authority. So this automatically appears as default as checked. So when this is checked, only students will pull on this report that the point of authority is for that district. If it is unchecked, this means the data manager is going to see all students who have been loaded for the district, regardless of the student's point of authority. So this option is more of if a student is shared between two organizations. We're going to go ahead and just keep that checked. I just want to see all the ones that have my point of authority. You can select, check this box if you'd like as well, and this shows the observation dates that the teachers have inputted for the scores. I'm going to leave that blank, but I'm going to use my start date. So since I'm doing the winter data collection here, I'm going to go ahead, and that start date is November, make sure I have it there, November 15th, and the end date is actually going to be coming up. It's going to be February 14th. Excuse me. Now, selecting a location here. So this shows if you want a specific building. So if you have multiple buildings and you just want to look at one building. If you select it by district, this is going to show you all buildings underneath your district. So if you have multiple buildings. If you select a region, what this shows you is if a data manager has you know, multiple districts, it's going to show all those multiple districts in the report. But again, I have only one location, so I'm just going to generate it with the location there. Close out of that, you see your report successfully requested at the top, and when that pulls up, it's going to show here SKB rating report and then the location. We're going to do this quickly here just for time purposes, but I just want to give you a real rough view here of what it's going to look like. And you can see all of your students listed, their teacher, and what scores have been entered for those students for all 72 learning progressions. All right, so now I want to show you how to pull the learning progression report for Emis. So we're going to select the data collection. I'm going to show you the fall because the winter one is not closed yet. So we really can't pull that winter one until after the window closes. And I've already discussed regarding the filter by point of authority. And again, that comes defaulted as checked. I'm going to select my district And if you have multiple districts, again, you want to go ahead and pick that next to the region and select generate there. I have one district, so I'm just going to do underneath that, or next to the ELA test district. When your report pulls up, it's going to be learning progression, and it's going to be stating your district name. Select download. Once that downloads, open that up. And like I stated earlier, it's only going to show you those 10 learning progressions, those 10 required learning progressions. So you're going to have columns T through AC filled out for those students, any scores that have been entered. And that's what you're going to use for Emis and or EAS or ES. And the last one I'm going to show you is the data downloads. We're going to select drop down arrow. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom because it's going to be system reports. We're going to select the data download type. We're going to do enrollments because I want to show you another little good thing that this helps you as data managers. Select your data collection, and I'm going to do the fall again. And you can do it either by location or by district. I'm just going to do it by district and do the district data downloads. Once that report's been requested, you're going to see it pull up as export enrollments. I'm going to download this. Open this up, and what it's going to show you is all of the enrollments and who they're your students and who they're tied to. One of the great columns or things here that I think is very helpful for data managers is to figure out is, for one, the data collection token. Are they attached to the fall? Are they attached to the right one? Are they active? Again, you want to make sure a teacher is assigned to a student in order for them to show an active or not active. And then point of authority. Again, this shows you the point of authority. If you have the point of authority for that student, it's going to say yes. If you don't, it'll say no.